everyone, it's Lisa from Nurse Lisa channel. I am here to do the Spotlight Sunday for the Crafty Maven Getaway channel. So we are doing these spotlights every Sunday so that you guys can all learn a little bit more about us and where we live and our, other than scrapbooking, what we like to do. So basically, I am here with my husband, Chris.
Hello.
Who is very excited to be here with me today. And he is really supportive of my hobby and my addiction. So I thought I'd have him in the video. And of course, Polly. This is my dog, Polly. And she's the star of the show. And she's really sweet and cute. And I love her. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? All right. She's like, that's enough. Let's go out and play. So anyways, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm not going to tell you my age, but anyways, we live in Maine and we live in a pretty rural area. We have a lot of mountains around us, really gorgeous views, and we have pretty harsh winters here, but really nice summers. So I started scrapbooking, I think it was back in like 2012 after we had taken some Disney trips, I think it was, and basically I wanted to do something with a lot of the photos. I love photography. If I could probably choose a different career other than nursing, I probably would have been a photographer, but that's okay. So basically I started off crafting. I started off with knitting, and that was back when I was in my late 20s maybe. And I started off making just the basic scarves and, things like that. And then I kind of worked my way up into sweaters. And then after that, we ended up getting some sheep, and I started raising Icelandic sheep. So I was able to get a spinning wheel and make my own yarn, which was really fun. So I have a couple projects here that I wanted to show you guys so you could see where I started and how I got, interested in crafts. So this is a sweater that I made for nobody in particular. It was actually just a sweater made from my Icelandic sheep named Jackson, and I designed the sweater, I spun the wool, and the only thing I didn't do in this sweater was making me laugh, was put the zipper in. I had a friend of mine who was a really good sewer, so she put the zipper in for me. So yeah, this is something that I really love, and I'll probably have one of my grandchildren wear it, and yeah, it's one of my nice pieces. And then after that, I decided to get into designing felted handbags. So this is one of the designs that I created. Holly, stop it. Sorry. She's a little rambunctious right now. This yarn I did not spin, but I actually made the handbag, and I did some of the needle felting embellishments on it, and I made this button. I used to make my own buttons also, out of wool, which you can felt, and it becomes like a hard, material. And then my last one I wanted to show you, I know this isn't scrapbooking related, but it's kind of like what one of my other hobbies brought me into.
The history of creativity. Yes,
the history of creativity. Thank you. This is one of my handbags that I use, and I created this and designed it myself. And these obviously are suede handles I did not make. But yeah, so this is what I used to do. And I like I think that's one part of my scrapbooking style is like the really fine details and things like that. So yeah, and then I got into scrapbooking, and now I'm kind of going through another adventure, which is art journaling. So that's like a whole new thing for me. And yeah, so I'm kind of excited to start that adventure. I think I've done like 2 art journal pages, or 3 maybe. Yeah, so I'm going to do a scrapbooking room tour so I can show you guys around, and you can get to know me a little bit more that way also. So I will also insert some photos, not here, down below. No, actually, I'll have to cut that out.
Oh.
So after the scrapbooking room tour, I'll also insert some photos of some of my layouts and things that I'm working on right now. And I'm going to be uploading a mini, yep, take that out too. Damn it. After my scrapbooking room tour, I will go ahead and insert some photos so you guys can see some of my layouts and the things that I've been working on.
And your upcoming...
And my
mini vacation.
Oh, yes. I will, in the description box below, I will post my channel, Nurse Lisa channel, and I will be uploading a mini. I just did this really cute mini album for my vacation from Las Vegas in April. So I'm going to be uploading that tonight. So that's something that you guys can look forward to. And yeah, that'll be it. So I didn't talk about where we lived.
You said we lived in rural Maine.
Oh, I did?
Yes.
All right, that's good. See, that's why I have you
and
here.
It's cold. And we have mice in our grill.
No, you don't.
And gigantic spiders.
We did. We did have a mouse in our grill the other day, and yeah, it held up dinner for like 45 minutes.
It was
because we didn't want to kill it. We could have lit it, but then yeah, that wouldn't have been nice. So how'd you get it out?
All right, not that you guys care, but go out to cook some chicken. Fire up the grill. I see something move, so I turned it off real quick. Take it apart. There's a little mouse in there. So I put a branch in, so we had a little bridge to come out. But he ended up going underneath. There was a whole big thing with the stick, and I won't get into any more details. But he lived, and we had dinner.
And nobody was harmed.
Nobody was harmed in the making of our chicken.
Yeah, see?
Except for the chicken.
Oh, that's a whole nother story. Okay. All right. So anyways, thanks for stopping by. Hang around all week to watch all of the upcoming videos on the Crafty Maven Getaway. I have... let's see, I think in 2 weeks I have In Your Pocket Tuesday coming up, so you guys can look forward to that. But yeah, so we'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Hi guys, I'm here to do my scrapbooking room tour. So I will start in here. In front of me is my IKEA unit, which I think is called the Expedit, but I'm not sure if they changed the name, and it's called something else now. But it's the, I want to say the really tall unit. And you can get like the drawers and different glass doors, which I decided just to have the open spaces for my stuff, my books and everything. So over here is just my star on the wall, which my husband spray painted black for me. And then down here is my tower. It's a speaker tower, and I have my iPod set on there so I can put music on if I want to while I scrap. And then over here on this wall, I have this wall hanging that I got at, oh, hello, Shadow, at Home Goods. I really liked it. I thought it was kind of different. And I have kind of different blues and oranges and greens and yellows, I think, in here. So that's one of the wall hangs. And then over here in the corner, I have I don't know what it's called. It's from Michael's, but it has 7 iris containers in there. And I decided to go ahead and label the bins here, the iris containers. So the top one, I'll zoom in here, is pattern paper, which is papers that really don't belong to a collection. And the next one is my Serendipity collection, my Scraptastic kits that I have left over. I don't subscribe to the 12 by 12 kits anymore. I just subscribe to the This Life Noted for Project Life. And then here is the boys' collections. I have a couple of collections that worked really well for my boys' scrapbook, so I have those in there. And then pocket letter stuff, and then cards, and my Big Shot accessories. And then on the bottom, it's just a little place where I keep some photos that I want to scrap of my boys. And then up here, I have this little shelf that I got at IKEA, along with these glass containers that I have like buttons and brads and things like that. And this picture here is when we were making my room. My husband was hanging things up with his level, and I just loved the picture, so I just put it over here without putting it in a frame. And then this saying, which I think is awesome, very positive words. Up on top of my shelving unit here, I have a couple of plants, which that plant, look at it, it's going crazy. Holy mackerel. And then I have one of our wedding pictures that I had put on a canvas. Up on this shelf, this here is empty. It's basically just for the color. I loved the color. And then this basket's empty, and it did house, I had a bat that snuck in my house, and it ended up in there. It's a long story. I won't go into it, but anyways. And then over here, I have all of my Shutterfly photo books, and I like to do those for gifts. And then whenever I make a gift for somebody, I make a copy for myself. And then up here is my embossing stuff, and another, zoom in, there we go, and another one of my that photo book. Here is some of my yarn from the good old days. I love yarn. It adds great texture and color to a room. So I have that there. And then down here I have all of my thickers, not really arranged by any, color or anything like that. They're just in there. My embroidery floss in the back, some random ribbons and stuff. And then right here is my book for my mini alphas for my project life. Over here I have my washi tape. I got these containers at Staples and they work really well. And over here I have a page map book, some of those things you can get at Michael's with just pattern paper. This is my art journal, my art mat there, and then just some what is it called? Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain cramp. I got it, it was like on sale for 50 cents. You know what it's called. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I thought I could use it for art journaling. Burlap, that's what it's called. And then over here is just some random like 8.5 by 11 paper, 6 by 6 paper pads, and these Yankee Candle things. If you want to get them for your room, they smell delicious. They are the fragrance beads. And they smell really good. Try not to make you guys dizzy. Over here, I have just some more paper pads. And then, so here's my drawers. So this drawer here is right beside my printer, which is here. And this is a new printer. I just got it. It's the Epson XP950, and it's really great quality for a really decent price. So I found it on Amazon. I had a printer for many, many years, and one day it just died. So recently in here, so I keep all my photo paper and things like that. This drawer here is going to be for some of my mixed media, which I just got a big birthday haul that I'm going to be doing. So that's going to be, I want to organize things though before I put it in there. And then this drawer here is, I have like my mixed media stuff, watercolor brushes, I have spatula, some of my soft gel, my gesso, things like that, my spray mister. And then in this drawer here I have some stencils, a couple of background stamps for art journaling. They're really big ones. And then in this drawer, I have my spray mists. I just got some of the new dilution sprays, so I'll be showing you those. They're over on my desk. And then here I have acrylic paints. I have some gessos. Not gessos. I have some Faber-Castell gelatos in my cheap watercolor set from Michael's, which is amazing. And then these Spectrum Aqua markers, which I haven't really gotten too much into. I thought I was going to really get into them, but I don't know, maybe someday I will. And then in here I have some of my wipes, some of the Tim Holtz distressed inks, and then my acrylic blocks for stamping. My plant that's going crazy. And this is just my supply of like tape and things that I may run out of. I keep everything in here. And then in this drawer, I have my cutting tools, which I really don't go in this drawer very often because I don't seem to use those very, very much. And then in here, I just have some random markers, scissors, some extra chalk inks, and some other glitter markers. And then this is just a wicker chair with a pillow that my husband picked out to go with the rugs, which I will show you in a minute. But it was kind of like the colors. The thing that inspired me to do my room was these rugs. So I'll show you when I get around to it so I don't get you too dizzy here. But he comes in and sits here when I'm scrapbooking sometimes. He's so cute. And then I have my scrapbooks here. I have 3 Project Life albums from last year. I'm trying to do it in 2 this year. And then I have, let's see, this is the Project Life one I'm working out of now. It's the new collection, the Inspire collection. I love that one. And then this here is all of my page protectors, all different sizes, even for the mini albums, everything goes in there. And it works really nice. And I can't remember whose YouTube page or video I got that idea from, but it was a really good idea because it keeps them clean. It keeps like fuzz and dog hair and cat hair and stuff out of them. And then here I have these 1, 2, 3 containers have my punches. And then these bottom 2 here, my husband and I have a memory box, which, things that don't really fit in the scrapbooking pages. And then here I have my December daily. These two are just random stickers and stuff. I used to collect a lot of stickers, and those are in there. Flowers, things like that. And then my Disney albums. And this here is my new Las Vegas mini album that I just did. And I just posted a video recently of that. You can go to my channel and check that out. And then down here on this bottom shelf, I have my inks for my printer. And this basket has some more knitting and yarn and things like that. And then this basket also, I think, has yarn in it. And then down here, some more scrapbooks. These ones are just like 12 by 12 layout. That one is also. And then those two are my boys. And then, trying not to make you dizzy, my favorite wall hanging is my elephant. I love that bright orange. So I picked that out for my room. I think I made my room a year ago, March. And then up on top here, I have these two little birds, Dream and Believe, which I thought were really cute. And I love this window. This room used to be an office, so you know, it was kind of nice to make it into something that we could really use because we weren't really using it before. And then I have these ombre curtains, which go to the floor, one of my other plants, some things, just like some decoration things over here. And then in this corner, my yarn. There goes my dog barking. Sorry about that. And down here, just some old yarn books. And then this is one of those containers from Michael's, and it has the drawers. The one on the bottom is drawers, and this one on top is the slots. And I put like different pattern papers up here that don't really have a home. And then I've sorted out my paper by color down here. So, like I was saying, sorry, I had to get the dog. Sorted out by color. And then over here, here is my dog. Polly, you stay out of mischief. You stay out of mischief. So this unit, which is my desk, is basically a kitchen island we got at IKEA. So this is the back side that you're looking at now, and it has two shelves. So the top shelf has all of my Project Life cards, a couple of the Project Life kits. This here is punch, and I use those, the Fiskar ones that you can interchange those cartridges, and I use that for my Project Life. This is a cool unit I got. It was like under $10 at Walmart, over by like their envelopes and their stationery and stuff, and I use it for Project Life. And I put, you know, pretty much there's tons of slots here. So here's like my most recent Scraptastic kit, and then my ephemera packs go in the back there, and then I can put my wood veneers and things like that. So I think it's a great deal, and it's nice because you can just pull it out when you want to take it out and put it on top of your desk. And then on bottom here is my Big Shot, my stamps, which I organize them in those Avery L containers, and I got that idea from Inky Quill Adele, so that was an awesome idea. And so that's where I store those. Okay, so on this first shelf here, I have my Project Life cards in that container, a couple of the Project Life kits, and then a couple of mini kits up on top. And then this here is one of my punches. This little organizer, I'll pull it out and show you what it looks like, I got at Walmart. It was like under $10. And I just liked it because I could kind of stand up my ephemera packs back here. This is kind of like my Project Life station. So like I have wood veneers in here, some ribbon, some spare cards. And my most recent kit is usually right here on top. And then down here, I have my little bitty sewing machine, which works amazing on layouts. I got that at Michael's. And then these are where I store all my stamps. And in the back here, this is just like a container from like the dollar store. And I got the idea for storing the stamps like that from Inky Quill. And I use the Avery L containers. So you can see how I'm trying to do this one-handed. You can see how they're stored, which is quite nice, and they all fit in here. And then in the back here, I have like my egg cleaner, you know, my stays on, things like that. And then there's my Big Shot. Down underneath, I have this container for my December daily stuff, which I did my first year last year, and I have some leftover stuff there. And over here, this little basket here is for, like, I have my bobbins and things like that. So coming up, I will go back here so you can see my desk. So I can either stand up or sit down because it's a tall desk. It probably comes up to my rib cage, maybe? Yeah, probably. And this lamp here is what holds my filming little clip. And then I just hook my phone to this right here. Behind my desk is the wall hanging, which I love too because it adds so much color to my room. On top of that, we got these frames and the shelf at IKEA. I put some nice pictures of my husband and I up there. And then this unit here, right there, is from Michael's. And I really like it. You can get them on sale for like 50% off because you can arrange your hooks the way you like it. So I like my scissors and some stamps, my mini tool, and then my mini attacher. And then inside here, I put like my, you know, glues and adhesives and stuff. I use this kind of as like an inspiration area. I hook up a picture, some pictures that I'm thinking about scrapping so I can kind of get some inspiration. And then on my desk here, I have, it's like 95 degrees here today, so I have this fan going. Hopefully it's not too loud. And then my lamp, which I got at Walmart, it was like under $20. And back here, I'll shut this off just in case it's loud. These, I don't really know. I think it's like the company that makes those handbags. I think it's called like 31 or something like that. But this one has all of my enamel dots. And then this one here has some punches, like the ones that I use a lot for Project Life, the circle punches. This has a couple other punches, the Project Life one that I use every day. And then over here, I have all of my chalk inks in here. And what I did was, because I use them a lot, I went ahead and printed out the color chart, and I printed it on really thick paper. So it's not laminated, but it's kind of like having it laminated. So I have those in there. These are some outfits that I use a lot every day. And then just some clips when I do my art journaling. I have those handy if I need them. This little basket here was like another like 3 for $1 at the dollar store. These are really handy. I use these a lot for different storage things. But here's like my Wink of Stella, a Sharpie paint marker, things that I use a lot that I want to just have at my, you know, right here. This is a Project Life, a couple of layouts that I'm working on right there. This stuff right here is the haul that I just did, that I got for my birthday. And so I'm going to be doing a mixed media haul, so you guys can watch for that on my channel if you're interested. But I got some really cool stuff I'm very excited about. And then I'll show you the rugs. These were my inspiration, you know, kind of like I looked at them and kind of got an idea of what I wanted to do in the room. And yeah, so there's one, and here's the other one right in the doorway. So yeah, so there is my room once again. It's always really bright in here. The lighting is really good for filming and stuff, so that's really nice. And I feel really fortunate to have this room, and my husband's been so supportive helping me make it. So it's my little sanctuary. But thanks you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Take care. Bye, YouTube.